This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback moving. Going right and going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Fights off the defender. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Fakes to grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Washington right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Now improvising. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for a lot more on that when instead he's out of bounds at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Pulls it in. It's Fowler. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go with a direct snap. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Buys a little extra time. Stands in and takes the hit. Snatches it on the right. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Fox. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Bell. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass. It's Fox. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Back open in the middle. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Big guy smells it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Williams. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra
Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for a 2-minute timeout. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Trojans! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll try to snap it quickly. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Washington.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Big scrap. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Washington.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the ground. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On third and long, they need a big completion. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll feel the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And that one will give them the lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, and another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
The sure hands, it's Harris. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole. Quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to fire on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. How about the zip this junior? That ball to pick up the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown run.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, Not a good job by this defense.
The option look. Now the pitch. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Defense wants to bring the heat. Corners are going to bail. To the air on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the tailback.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Running into the open space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. 4th down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just enough to pick up the first.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
This is a designed run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Bell. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Fox. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, USC! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Leaves it with the running back. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Across the 25, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Looking for a man, it's Fox. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll go right back to the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Williams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions.
Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Now on the option. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown Trojans! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. He wants a big play here late. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play?
He's going to let it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this